at this table and had you fill out this table and notice what happened as we went up along the rows and then what happened as we went down along the columns. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to use this to create a logarithmic slide ruler. Okay? Now, before we look at our logarithmic slide ruler, we need to know how to use a normal slide ruler without logs. So if we look here, when you've got a slide ruler, you essentially have two rulers on top of each other that slide. So if I'm doing addition with a slide ruler, I want to take the beginning of one of the rulers and put it at one of the numbers. So in this case, I'm going to put 0 at 5. So I'm doing 5. So I take this 5 amount, and then I'm adding the 3 amount here, and that gets us to 8. So if we were to do 8 plus 5, I'm going to put 0 centimeters where the 8 is, and then I'm going to do 8 plus the 5, which gets us to 13. If we do 7 plus 4, I'm going to move the beginning of this ruler to 7, and then I'm going to do this 7, add the 4, gets us to 11. Now, if you're doing subtracting, rather than doing where they start, 0 starts at one of the numbers, you're going to line up the two numbers. So on this first example of 12 minus 8, I'm going to line up 12 and 8. So notice here, I've got 12 and 8 that are lined up together. So then I'm going to take this 12, and then I'm going to take away the 8, and that's going to leave us with 4. So if we do 15 and 7, then I line up the 15 and 7, and I'm going to do 15, take away this 7, leaves us with 8. If we do 5 minus 3, we're going to line up the 5s and the 3s, so we're going to do 5 minus 3, leaves us with a 2. So this is how you use a slide ruler for our normal numbers and not for logarithmic numbers. So then what happens is we're going to use this table to create a logarithmic ruler. So instead of having you create it on your own, I'm just going to give the logarithmic calculator or slide rulers to you. So you can either print these off or you can trace over it, but somehow you need 2 of these that you can do this movement on. Okay? So notice here, if we go back to our thing, if you have the log of 1, that gives us 0, which is consequently why at 0 on this ruler, we have the value of 1. So each of these lines that are sticking up is a value of 0.1. So then if we do log 2, we get 0.301. Right? I think it was 301. So then that's why at 0.3, 2 is where that's located, because that's what the value of log 2 is 0.3. So this would be 0.1, this would be 0.2, this would be 0.3. So then if we take the value of log 3, when we do log 3, that gives us 0.477, which we can round to 0.48. So then this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So then I'm going to count these little ones, and I'm going to 8, or in between 7 and 8. And this will be where 3 is located. Right? So then we do that for both of these. So now you're going to use this table, and you're going to do your adding together to get to your values. So if I want to do log 2 plus log 3, so since we're adding, we're going to line them up. So log 2 plus log 3 gives me log 6. So make sure you remember that this 6 is representing log 6. And then we're going to do the next table, which is log 10 minus log 5. So I'm going to line up 5 and 10. So I'm going to do log 10 minus log 5 leaves us log 2. Again, this 2 is representing log 2. And then this last table, not that one, this one, it will be helpful if you look at this pattern and then this one and go left to right as opposed to down the column to figure out what the pattern is.